Do you want to know what are the phases of interview or parts of interview? So in continuation to our previous videos, which were regarding what is a job interview, how you can be more employable, or how you can make your CV more selectable, this video is going to talk about thoroughly process or phases of interview, in which we will discuss what are the different phases and what all we need to prepare in order to be selected and in order to go for an interview. Hey, as you know, this is Anju Jindal. I am a career growth specialist, a trainer, and an entrepreneur. I believe in sharing and learning experiences, and I'm on the mission to help 10,000 people to accelerate their career with the help of career hack and communications. I would like to just share with you one incident. When I was into the phase of giving interviews, I did not had anybody to support on. I used to give interviews, fail in interviews, and learn from them. With the changing scenarios, the process has also evolved and changed. But now I am here to guide you on how you can be more employable. In this series, we are talking about the phases and what all you need to do during your interview. If you have still not subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and click on bell button so that you can receive the notifications and you can get all the value added content just as a notification. Do click on the like button and share this video so that it can reach to people who need it. As far as today's video is concerned, we will be talking about phases of interview. So when we talk about phases of interview, there can be 4 phases of an interview, which will be: first is preparation phase, the second is pre-interview phase, the third is during the interview phase, and the fourth is post-interview phase. This is what we are going to talk about in today's video. Last, I will be discussing or sharing with you is the surprise. Surprise, I know you love receiving. I also love giving surprises. And this is a surprise which will be really, really beneficial for you. So when we talk about the preparation phase, this is the phase which starts when you decide that this is what you need to do in your life, and you start developing your skills in this particular phase. Supposedly, after my graduation or after my 12th, I decide to become an accountant. So my preparation phase is starting after 12. What I do in this phase, I prepare myself for all the skills which are needed for the selection and for doing the job of particular nature. So in preparation phase, the skills which I need to acquire are aptitude skills, wherein my ability to do a particular job is verified. I need to know my inclination. I need to know my skills, whether I am skilled for a particular job profile or not. If I don't have that particular skill, I need to acquire. I need to be prepared during this phase about communication skills. This is something which is really important. Everybody in life needs communication skills, because if you have knowledge and you cannot portray it, then this is of no use. In communication skills, we talk about verbal skills, your observation skills, your listening skills, your writing skills. So everything is needed as far as communication skills are concerned. Intellect and knowledge skills are the skills which are related to your career profile. So, for example, if you want to be an accountant, you need to develop skills which are related to an accountant. So, accounting skills, accounting software skills, this all is required as far as accountant is concerned. But if you want to be a doctor, the skills are different. Or if you want to be a sales executive, the skills will be different. So, according to your job profile, you need to develop your skills. But one skill which is common for all is digital skills. You need to know computer and internet skills, because this is something which everybody will use. Next is your behavioral skills. This is an add-on because if people are having good behavioral skills, their selection percentage is more, or probability of selection is more, and the more behavioral skills you have, the more is your selection probability. In behavioral skills, first your interpersonal skills comes, wherein how you talk to people, how you collaborate with people is part of your interpersonal skill. As far as self-regulatory skill is concerned, you need to learn how to develop patience, how to develop empathy, right? And when we talk about task related skills, these are the skills which relate to tasks. So how you manage your goals, how you manage your time, this is part of your task related. In preparation phase, all these skills you need to prepare for. Minimum skills which you need to prepare are intellect and knowledge skills and communication skills. But if you have more of behavioral and aptitude skills, then first your selection is going to be better, and second, you can get job of your choice, salary of your choice, right? So this phase, that is why I told you that is the most important phase. If due importance and due you can say time is given to this phase, then rest phases will be easier to handle because you are already prepared for the things. This next phase is pre-interview phase, and this is the time which starts when you get to know that there is an interview which I have to go for. So for example, you get to know that on Monday 12 noon you have to go for an interview. So your pre-interview phase starts from now till Monday 12 noon. Here you need to just prepare for basic 7 or 8 items. The first one here is you need to have your documents ready. Documents has to be in two ways. First, in a file, physical hard copy, photocopy of all the documents, and second, soft copy as a scanned copy on your mail. As today, nowadays, it is a digital world. Nobody wants to wait just for a document. I have seen people being rejected just because they did not carry document or they did not had the document available with them. So make sure that you should not be rejected, at least for these kind of petty reasons. In file or in scan copy, what all documents you will keep are first your resume or CV, the copy of that, experience proof if you are experienced, academic proof, certificate copies if you have received any certificates, ID proof is a mandate to be kept, and photo for passport size photograph, at least 2 you should be keeping with you, because in case if you are selected and employer wants all these documents, then you can just present the documents and this will show your presence of mind, right? So this is what you need to prepare as far as documents are concerned. You also need to know about venue. In venue information, you need to know what is the commuting method and commuting time for the venue. किस ट्रांसपोर्ट से आप जाएंगे और कितना समय लगेगा, दिस इज व्हाट यू नीड टू नो. देन यू नीड टू हैव कंपनी इंफॉर्मेशन. कंपनी किस चीज में डील करती है, कितनी पुरानी है, डायरेक्टर्स कौन कौन है, बिकॉज जब आप वहां जाएंगे, इफ सम क्वेश्चन इज आस्क्ड रिलेटेड टू दैट, you are able to answer that first. Secondly, you are also willing to work there because you already know the company beforehand. And you also need to know the contact person whom you have to meet when you are going for the interview. When you know about your venue and you are prepared with the documents, you also need to explore about job profile. Job profile is basically जिस job के लिए आप जा रहे हैं उसमें क्या क्या चीजें रिक्वायर्ड है. तो कंपनी, एज वी डिस्कस दैट, वी विल बी नोइंग your designation, salary, location, skills which are needed, so that you can match all that with your own details, and if they are matching, then only you are going for the interview. What is the interview process should also be known, if it is possible to know you. How many rounds will be conducted, so that you can prepare accordingly. You need to pay due importance to your presentability. Presentability is something which comes with time, but you need to basically take care of the dress code, what all you need to wear. Prepare 2 pairs of dresses for the day so that you need not waste time on dress, and basic hygienic look you should be having on that day. Clean clothes, iron clothes. So all this you need to take care of, right? Make sure when you are going to reach to the venue, you are turning off all the gadgets which are available with you, because it can be a disturbance and it can show your lack of interest into the interview. Second, make sure you are reaching 5 minutes early for the interview, and if you are late, do inform them that you are going to be late. This is something which are basic things which are required as far as any normal conversation is going on, and this is an interview, so you need to make sure that you are taking care of all these points. This is how you will be taking care of your pre-interview phase. Once you are having all this, your confidence will obviously increase. Your focus will only be onto the during the interview time. So this will reduce your nervousness and tension, which might happen if you are not prepared with all these things. After the pre-interview phase, the next phase comes is during the interview. This is the phase which can be called as do or die situation, because this is the time where whatever you have prepared, you need to just perform about that. So if you present it well, if you perform well, then your selection percentage or probability is much, much higher. So make sure that you are just focusing on this particular time. And during the interview phase starts as soon as you are reaching the reception of the interview venue. Once you reach the reception, you should be presenting yourself well. Presenting well means you should not be engaged in conversation on phone, or you should not having some eatables with you, because that will show your disinterest and informal behavior, which is not acceptable as far as jobs are concerned. In the interview, you need to make sure that your approach is also appropriate. When I talk about approach, it means how you are presenting yourself. In this case, first 30 seconds to 1 minute is really important, because that is the time when you'll greet somebody, your body language will be assessed, and you will be giving your introduction. This can also be called as elevation time, because elevation is what? Elevator is what? Elevator is a lift. So you should assume that you are in an elevator and you have just 30 seconds to 1 minute to introduce yourself. The introduction should be that powerful that further the conversation can be held. So your approach means you should pay due attention to your all these things. As far as body language is concerned, you need to make sure of 4 things. Though if you want, I can have a detailed video on introduction and body language. If you want me to do the video on this, please comment below and I will just do a video and upload it. In body language, though, a lot of things will come, but 4 basic things which you should take care is: first, smile, because a smile can make or break things. Start your conversation with a beautiful and appropriate smile, because that will show your positiveness. Eye contact during the conversation, make sure that you are having a proper eye contact, as it will show your interest. You should make sure that the body posture is open and not crossed. Crossed means crossed arms or crossed legs, because that may show your disagreement. And you should not fidget. Fidget means moving here and there, should not happen, because that will be a sign of nervousness and underconfidence. One more thing which you need to take care is make sure that while sitting or standing, the body posture is straight. straight, we can say 90-degree while sitting and 180-degree while we are standing, as that will be sign of energy from your side. If you are limping or lie down, then it may be sign of non-interest. So body language, these 4 or 5 things minimum should be taken care of, though there are a lot of things which you need to take care of. And you can show your interest with the help of nods and reactions. While communicating, pay attention to whatever he is saying, the interviewer is saying, and give appropriate nods and reactions wherever it is required. Because your interest is more important when an interview is going on. Obviously, there can be many rounds as far as interview is concerned, but the most important round is question, answer, or face-to-face round. And in that, whatever answers you are giving, you need to give them politely. You need to give them honestly, truly. Do not ever give any wrong information as far as interview is concerned. And the answer should be appropriately given. That means concise and clear answers. We can say answer should be given in 3 points, and the smaller the answer is, the better it is, though it should be complete answer. Once all these things are done, you are approaching the end of the interview. When you are ending the interview, you need to thank the interviewer for the interview, and if possible, have a handshake. So handshake will vary depending on the place where you are for the interview. If it is a MNC company, then handshake is must. But if it's a non-MNC company, then it may depend on the place and the situation. You can also ask what is the next step you need to take if it is not mentioned at the end of the interview. So during the interview, this is all you need to take care of. Once the interview is over, your post-interview phase starts. What all we can do in post-interview phase? People will say, what can we do? Interview is over. You need to do some things that are, first, try to have a follow-up once or twice, not more than that. Though in India, major time, if you are selected, you are told on the same day, same time when interview is conducted. But if you are not told, you can follow up once or twice. You can also ask for feedback so that you can improve on yourself. You can ask, why am I not selected? And you can do your self-analysis. You can just have 5 minutes analysis wherein you can check out what went well, what did not went well, what could have been done better, and where is the places which you need to improve. So that in case you need to go for another interview, you are improved. And in this way, all interviews, whatever you are giving will be an improvement for you. So take interviews as learning method, not just as an interview. Once all this is done, just start approaching for the next opportunity. Right? So this is all about phases when I talk about an interview. These are the 4 phases which we need to take care of. So what we have discussed today is preparation phase, where we prepare for our skills. Pre-interview phase, where basically we prepare for the day of the interview. During the interview, what we should do is discussed during the interview phase, and post-interview is after the interview time. Once you do all this, basically you are getting more confident and your selection probability is increasing. So give due importance to 2 initial phases, and rest thing will be followed up properly. And now it's time for surprise. The surprise is, first, you can get a free entry to my VIP community wherein I discuss lot of value added content, and that is all free for lifetime. I also come live there, wherein we discuss live about the questions. I take up questions, I answer the people there. This is only for my core people. The second thing is, with my interview hack blueprint program, you can get one-to-one session free. An interview hack blueprint program is a program where we discuss, where we can cover all about interview. What is the interview, process of interview, how to prepare for interview, how to become more employable, how to prepare your resume. I personally help the people to make their resume and CV. In one-to-one session, I will, after discussing with you, I will tell you what can be your strengths, how to, what are the things wherein you need to work on. This will be really beneficial for you. And this program is of rupees 7,999, but as an offer price for today, it will be for 3,999. So just grab the offer, because this is an offer which is not going to come later on. And this is a course which everybody needs if you are an aspiring candidate for a job, or you are in the starting level of your job, but you don't know how to portray yourself. In this, I'm also covering about body language and some writing skills, because email is also part of your interviews and all. This is also going to be covered into it. Cover letter, what is a cover letter? This is also going to be part of the course. Now, if you like the video, do hit the like button, share the video, comment below the video what all more contents can be shared with you. For getting this course and this surprise, I will share the details in description box. You just need to comment below as #TM, and I will share the details with you. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Bye-bye. Take care.